It feels ambitious.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you.
Hey y'all, happy holidays. I'm Sandra. Welcome to One for the Books. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my reading plans for 2023, which I'm super stoked about. I feel like I have set some very ambitious but manageable goals, and I can't wait to get into all the things. My first goal is to read 72 books total, which may not sound like a lot for some of the bigger booktubers, but I started this year having been in a multi-year reading slump, and I didn't even set my reading goal for myself until I think early April, because I realized I had been reading about 3 books per month in January, February, and March, and I was like, I should keep that up. I should keep reading 3 books per month. And so I set my goal at that point to be 36 books for 2022. And then I discovered BookTube. I started my BookTube channel and things just spiraled from there. By the end of this month, I will have read somewhere in the high 50s number of books for 2022. I can't say right now because I'm filming this early in the month, but I'm just really stoked about how all this has gone down, and I can't wait to keep reading a ton of great books. So I am doubling my goal from this past year to 72 books, because that's an average of 6 books per month, and 6 books per month has been pretty much my average number of books read from August forward. And so I feel like that's been working out for me multiple months in a row. And so it seems like I can keep doing that going into next year. So we'll see, but I'm super excited to have that many more books that I will have read by the end of 2023. My second goal is to read all of the books that I have bought or acquired in 2022 that I have not read yet. As of right now, that is 6 books, and all of these I actually bought in November. So I have The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek by Kim Michelle Richardson, Bright Dead Things, which is a collection of poetry from Ada Limon, Pachinko by Min Jin Lee, Black Leopard, Red Wolf by Marlon James, The 10,000 Doors of January by Alex E. Harrow, and Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. So I will absolutely be reading all 6 of these books in 2023, and I think that I will probably have more books to add to that list before the end of the year, because I'm expecting to get some books for Christmas, because I had a bunch of books on my Christmas list, of course. So whatever books I get for Christmas, I'm also going to add to that stack of absolutely must read before the end of 2023. Goal number 3 is I'm going to read at least one Warhammer book. My husband is super into Warhammer, and he has read a ton of the books in this past year, and he's been begging me to read them, and I haven't really wanted to. So I promised him I will read at least one Warhammer book in 2023, and I'm going to let him pick which one of those that's going to be. And then my last goal, which seems very ambitious, is I'm going to reread every author that was a new to me author in 2022 that I rated their book this year at least 4 stars or above. That's ambitious because almost every author that I read this year was a new to me author. Before this year, I hadn't been reading in a long number of years, more than like 3 or 4 books a year. So if I read that author for the first time this year and I gave their book 4 stars or above, and they have more books available to read, then I am going to try and read that author again in 2023. So there's a couple authors that were new to me this year that I didn't rate their book 4 stars or above, or there were a couple new to me authors that I did rate their book 4 stars or above, but that was like their only book, or I read their entire series and they only have one series, that kind of thing. But with that said, I think I have, as of right now, like 19 authors that meet those requirements for rereads in 2023. So those authors are Patrick Rothfuss, Brandon Sanderson, Stephen King, Amanda Montell, R.F. Kuang, James S.A. Corey, Joe Abercrombie, Mark Lawrence, Susanna Clark, T. Kingfisher, Emily St. John Mandel, Ted Chiang, N.K. Jemisin, Max Berry, Silas House, Alex E. Harrow, Marie Brennan, Ada Limon, and Madeline Miller. There could even be another author that gets added to that, depending on what I read between now and the end of the year, but either 19 or 20 authors that I will have to reread in 2023, which is super exciting because obviously I loved all of those authors in 2022. So that is going to make up at least 20. I have these 6 books that I have to read. I have 1 Warhammer book that I have to read, and I have like 20 rereads. So that makes up almost half of my required reading for 2023 if I meet my goal of 72 books. So it feels ambitious, but it still leaves plenty of room for me to check out new authors and new series and, mood reading or whatever I feel like. So I'm super jazzed about where 2023 is going to lead. I'm super excited about the future of this channel and making more bookish content for you guys. I know that next year is going to be a really exciting year for me in a lot of ways. And definitely in the second half of the year, I'm going to have a lot more time to do more videos for YouTube. So that's going to be a really exciting change. So I can't wait to share all that with you guys at some point in the future. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a lovely holiday season with the people that you love most, and I will see you in the new year.